I couldn't be too far off, you know. I said to him, oh, 4 million, 5 million people. Maybe I'm a little bit wrong, but not that wrong. Well, even if I'm wrong, it scared him good enough. I didn't mean to tell lie. I just thought about that much. I thought I remember that from information somewhere, you know.
Some of the tragic tolls of tobacco: 5.4 million smoking-related deaths per year worldwide. Tobacco use kills one person every 6 seconds. Smoking-related costs $193 billion annually in the United States alone. Depression: light and mild cigarettes just as harmful. Causes cancer and diseases in animal companions. Harms lung cell DNA that regulates breathing. Speeds the aging process. Toxic residues of third-hand smoke. Heart disease. Coronary thrombosis. Cerebral thrombosis. Kidney failure. Cancer: mouth, liver, breast and colorectal cancer. Lung cancer. Esophagus cancer. Kidney cancer. Bladder cancer. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, emphysema, bronchitis, stroke, impotence.
Additional harms for exposure to second-hand smoke: 600,000 deaths worldwide each year.
Childhood arteriosclerosis, leading to heart attacks and strokes in adulthood. Sudden infant death syndrome. More than 80% of the babies who die are exposed to second-hand smoke. Infertility, miscarriages and premature deliveries. Childhood asthma, bronchitis, ear infection, cleft lip or palate. Hyperactivity and aggression in asthmatic boys. Circulatory problems in women.
Lung damage in children leading to adult emphysema. Lung cancer in non-smoking restaurant servers. Hearing loss across all frequencies. Childhood behavioral problems when exposed while in the womb.
Plus more. For help quitting, please visit
For more urgent information, please visit suprememastertv.com/killers.
Anyway, so he was all quiet and say, I'm sorry, it's none of my business, but he's too young, you know. I feel like you should be more protective of him. Even if you smoke, you should have told him that it's bad and all that. Here I see you even encourage him to smoke because you want him to like you. You want him to stay with you. And it's not love, you know. Love is not like giving anything that the son or daughter want, but love is to do things good for him. And tell him all the good things that he should follow. Yeah? I say go out and learn with the friends and all that stuff, you know. I say no. If you are a good father, he would have probably listened to you better. Yeah? That's one thing. If you ever said anything to him even, maybe you didn't. Because you want to buddy with him against his mother, who knows, yeah? Anyway, now, it's very bad enough of you that you smoke, number one. Number two, bad enough of you that you don't even keep your marriage intact and have let the son have a broken family. You know, broken family is no good for people when they grow up. You know, the children outside, they're always asking questions or telling that your family broken, you're divorced, you don't have father, you don't have mother, whatever. You know, you never know. You make him already unhappy. It's bad that you make him lose a mother already. And now you even make him smoke. You're very, very irresponsible father. And you know smoking is not healthy, right? He know, I know it all. Okay, if you say you love your son so much, like you have told me before, then how come you don't keep yourself healthy? So you can take care of him. He's still very young. Suppose you have cancer, you know, right? I'm sorry, everybody knows that. And then maybe you die. Or even if you don't die, but you're sick, you're incapable of driving taxi or doing anything anymore. Who take care of your son? Yeah? Mother already married again. Have other family children. Who takes care of him? And he doesn't, you told me he doesn't want to live with his mother. Well, I can understand because she remarried, you see? He has a girlfriend, but she only come and go. You see, I mean, she doesn't live with him. So it's a different story, yeah? And the mother already married and have other children. So if you die or you're sick, who is taking care of your son? Don't you think about that? You're a very irresponsible father. I am so sorry if you offended anything, forgive me. But I think because you are a very good taxi driver, I think of you like a friend, you know, because sometimes he came and I invite him a coffee or something. I cook a little coffee for him and a little salad or something. when we run all day and he didn't have a chance to eat. Or I caught him, before lunch, and then we run all afternoon and I know he didn't eat. So when I come home, if I eat something, I cook something and I give him some. I say, you can come to my house as a friend also, huh? And because I think of you as a friend, and a friend should tell a friend true things and beneficial things, not just a thing that make others just happy and feeling flattered, Like people say kiss butt, in English. Yeah, I don't do this stuff, because I respect you. And I like you as a person, so I tell you this. And if you're mad at me, I understand. But I have to tell you, your son is in a very tender age. At this moment, his body is still developing. His bone is not even, completely structured yet. And all his organ is still very tender. You cannot do this to him. Cannot encourage him to smoke. And smoke together in a small flat like this, an apartment like this, is really detrimental. You want to kill him? And you say you love him, but you're killing him. Don't you realize you're killing your son by your own example and by encouraging him? Now you call that love? No, I think you're bribing him so that he loves you, he likes you, but you're killing him. And he all the while he said, you're right. I have to do something. I said, yes, you quit. That's what you do. I said to him, quit smoking. And he said, okay, I will. And I thought he'd just say that. I said, you promise, huh? You say it like that. Next time I see you, you tell me that you're not smoking anymore. He said, yes, I will do it. I said, yeah, if you love your son, you do it. At first, I told him, why don't you tell him, like I told you before, you have to tell him not to smoke and all that. I say, and he say, because he's still smoking, so he cannot, your son wouldn't listen to him, that's why. So I say, that's why you quit. You have to quit. First you quit, and then maybe he follow you. I think he would. He will. And even if he doesn't, at least you feel good. You are a good father, yes, and you are still strong and healthy. Continue to take care of your son until he can take care of himself, at least. At least this, yeah? And your son listen to you or not, maybe we will see, yeah? At least you make a good example. So, okay, fine. I think both of them had enough of me. So, normally he's supposed to come back and cut more grass for me, yeah? They didn't show up. Fine, I understand. I also didn't call him either. Next time I call a different taxi driver. I also want to show him that I don't care. Okay, so he doesn't come back, But before that, I knew that I went too far, scolding him so much like that, and even in front of his son for a little short while, and then continue the rest of the time, all the time, until he dropped me off. And all the while, he just says sorry, and he's bad, and he quit, and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, but he still take me to the market, I knew I went a little bit too far, but so I went in there to buy some jacket for the son, It's winter, and he didn't have much. It's so cold, and then I buy something for the son, some clothes, and then some for the father also. I give it to them, and they were very happy, but still didn't come back to cut grass next day. Okay, I took the hint. I didn't say anything. But one day, long time afterward, I went out, and he called me on the phone, and he said, how am I, and all that. But I said, okay. If I need you, I call you. Okay, goodbye. Okay. I was also showing him that I'm mad that they don't come. As they say they would come, Anyway, and then so many months later, we don't hear from each other, of course. I go with another taxi driver. I don't even bother, I forgot about him already. And one day I went to a small restaurant that they sell a little special thing, vegan, that I like. I haven't found it anywhere else. I don't know anywhere else anyway. So I happened to find it, so I like it. So I asked another taxi driver, by the way, stop there for me to eat that special thing. In Spain they call it churros, you know that? Yeah, okay. And then there he was, my ex-taxi driver. He was thinking my ex something. Okay, my ex-taxi driver. Oh, I was feeling a little bit, a little more awkward also, and he was also very awkward. But nevertheless, oh, how are you, and all that. I want to go in here and have a coffee, you know. Would you like to come in also? And he, of course, very gladly to come in. He was waiting for his turn, yeah? He wasn't having work or anything, so he came in and have a drink. And me and other taxi driver as well, and him. That's a 2 taxi driver, one ex and one, and one, how you say, incumbent? Yeah. So we talk, and then I just asked him, you still smoking? He said, no, I quit since I last saw you. Good news, huh? Yeah, at least, huh? Yeah. So yelling really does help, you know. Because before I was very sweet to him and also say something like, smoking is never good, you know that, a lot of people die and it's very bad and it's more expensive now and thing. I always talk sweetly to him. I never care. I yelled at him, scold him, and he quit. Okay, next time if I see anybody smoking, I just yell. Maybe they quit quicker. No, don't do that. People don't always listen to sweet talk. Yeah, my assistant, for example, they teach me this way. And sometimes I talk sweet to them and give them stuff and cook for them, and they do bad the next day immediately. I don't know why. So nowadays, I like to invite people when I eat something, or I like to give it to people around me, whoever nearby. If I cook something nice, I never really, I feel like I would love very much to share it, Even just now, believe it or not, I come in the kitchen and see all things and say, wow, and then I'm thinking immediately of you. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to invite some of them here to share some food, But I thought, oh no, forget it, never mind. They had a lot and it's too inconvenient, and you meditating and you become a Buddha, and here I come to seducing you, making lower level, into my low level world desire or whatever. But I was thinking immediately like that. It's just automatic, So whenever I cook something nice, or I feel like cooking something nice, I always want to give it to the helper, the assistant. But whenever I give it to them, next day they give me hell. Or the next few hours, it never fell. I don't know why. Probably they don't pay enough karma already, and then if I give them more, that would be worse, or something. I don't know what. So nowadays, if I want to cook something and give to something, I have to think twice. I have to ask the Lord of Karma, is it okay? Oh, it's such a complicated world, I'm telling you. Even to be nice, you have to think twice. It's not about food, but for peace in the house, I'd rather them don't have it, and then we have more peace, that's all, okay? So, it's a good idea, huh? Good thinking, huh? I mean, good news, huh? I hope he continue. And then I was very happy, of course, nah? I hug him, eh? Yeah, I hug him and give him a peck in the cheek, huh? And he was very happy because he looked so miserable. I don't know. I never see such a miserable taxi like that. He's not unpleasant. He just looked very down, very sad. The whole body feel like that all the time. But after I hug and kiss him, he looked like he grew back again. And then I went out and buy him a present, I buy him a little chain with the cross with Jesus on it. I said, every day you see this, you keep quitting, okay? You promise? And then he said, he promised. Because sometimes people can quit smoking for many days or many weeks or many months or many years, but they come back sometimes, because this kind of thing is really evil. Cigarette and drugs, they're really evil. They just like, clutching you, very difficult to get rid of. Besides, his son is still smoking, that's making him very tough for him. See what I mean? They live in the same apartment. And even though the son smoked outside in the balcony, but still every time he passed by, he bring the smoke out, the cigarette and go out smoke. Imagine how difficult it is for him, and he's still holding tough for many months. So for that I really appreciate him very much, and I really I say, you're really good, very, very good, very courageous, very strong man. You're a good father now. I'm very proud of you. And I went out and take him out, to buy him this present so that every day he can remember and be strong. And I say, tell your son, if he also quit smoking, next time I see him, he will also get a present like that or different one. Just like that, and then say goodbye. Okay, my nice story, yeah.
Smoking bans save lives.
Quitting smoking and restricting alcohol consumption, along with more exercise and higher fruit and vegetable intake, reduces the risk of strokes by more than half.
United Kingdom's ban on smoking in public places reduces passive smoke effects, which are linked to loss of life for more than 11,000 people every year. In the U.S., the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration said that sales of tobacco to underage youth have reached all-time lows in all 50 states. The number of young smokers aged 18 to 29 has fallen by 30% in Victoria, Australia, thanks to smoking bans in pubs and clubs. Smoking rates in Japan have been declining since 1996, reaching an all-time low this year. Smoking bans mean decreases in acute coronary syndrome.
A study in Mississippi, USA, found that heart attacks were reduced by 27% 3 years after indoor smoking was banned, with similar bans in 11 other worldwide locations also showing a reduction in both heart attacks and heart disease.
Rome, Italy experienced an 11.2% decrease in acute coronary events in the first year after a smoking ban in public places went into effect. Israeli researchers report that for people who are able to stop smoking, the increased risk of sudden cardiac death seems to disappear immediately. The National Sanitary Institute in France announced a significant decrease in heart attack rates following the country's smoking ban, with benefits also noted for decrease in secondhand smoke inhalation effects. New York, USA experienced an 8% decline in hospital admissions for acute myocardial infarction after a comprehensive smoking ban, which translates into healthcare savings of $56 million in 1 year. Smoking bans mean better health.
A US medical study finds that quitting smoking has nearly immediate benefits, including lowered blood pressure and reduced heart attack risk within 24 hours.
Data from the National Population Health Survey shows those who smoke have higher rates of chronic conditions, such as bronchitis, asthma, and high blood pressure. Smokers and those exposed to secondhand smoke develop colon cancer about 7 years earlier than non-smokers. Smoking bans mean healthier children. Research from the Michigan State University in the USA and the David Hyde Asthma and Allergy Research Center in the UK show that the smoking habits of mothers during pregnancy increase asthma risks in some children. Children regularly exposed to secondhand smoke have more than triple the risk of lung cancer, as well as higher risks of other respiratory problems later in life. Smoking bans are good for business. In his annual report, UK Chief Medical Officer Liam Donaldson said a public smoking ban would save an estimated £2.7 billion. £680 million saved by having a healthier and more efficient workforce. £140 million saved through fewer sick days. £430 million saved from productivity loss from smoking on the job. £100 million saved from cleanup costs related to cigarette smoking. Plus more. For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/harms-benefits-flyer.
Anybody have some nice story to tell me?
You have now extended our deadline to 20 years.
Yeah.
Is that...
It will go on. Just up to now only.
Okay, so is that like the way our planet is now, or is that like highly evolved and heavenly?
Oh, come on, baby. It's due to grace that we extend it. But it's evolved and consciousness uplifted is another story. Okay?
So that part's sort of up to us then.
Huh?
That part's sort of up to us then, like our whatever speed we want to go.
Yes, but if a lot more people meditate also, and with the intention to spread the good vibration, the blessing, many highly developed, highly evolved personage on this planet, teachers, masters, and high yogi, good meditation people, then of course it will influence other people and uplift their spiritual consciousness as well. Okay? But even if they haven't evolved, the 20 years is a gift. Do you understand me? It's a different things, different story altogether, huh? Never mind. When you leave this planet, you will know what happened. You will know why, okay? Yeah. Yes, by the way. Anything else?
I was just going to ask about December 2012 again, but I suppose we'll just wait and see because it seems to be so significant to me.
Oh, just a few more months. Be patient.
I know, that's what I mean. We'll wait and see.
I don't want to spoil the film.
Exactly. It's exciting. It's exciting.
Suppose you see the film and then I tell you to do the end. Remember the story I told you about the usher? The usher in the movies? Mm-hmm. Okay, the guy went into the movies. Yeah? And normally you have somebody who usher you into your seat. Yes. And people maybe sometimes give him a tip or something. Yeah? And that guy, not only he came late, he didn't give any tip. Yeah? So the usher whispered into his ears, say, she did it. The wife. You got it? Okay. You never know. Things will change a lot also as the days go by. Yeah? So we just wait and see. Something to look forward to, no? Yeah, I'm lazy to even look into it. If we die, we die. Who cares, yeah? The most important is how we live. Okay? And we live very well. Since the day of initiation, no? Or not? Yeah? Good. Just like we look into the mirror, yeah? And you became better, brighter, you know? I just told one of the person, your brother, who drives me today, said, all of them look very bright, you know, the abnormal stuff. Yeah. And, by the way, I also did some research into the fruits and the vegetable that we eat and the roots and stuff, yeah, now that I have a little bit more time. And there are some roots that we can eat, like carrot or the radish family, the turnips family, because they don't have worm that live nearby. And mostly they just pluck them up. You can see it. Like carrot, they just use a hand and pluck it up. And there's nothing that attached to it, or they don't dig it, that hurt the worms, understand? The reason why the Chinese people, they don't eat the roots, many roots, because of the worm, yeah? By the process of digging, maybe they hurt the worms, or maybe some worm already inside. Like sweet potatoes, there's a chance that the worms are inside. You see what I mean? So if you cut it, you eat, maybe you harm the worm, yeah? And concerning the fruits, at the time of the Jain master, Mahavira, he told his disciple not to pluck. Oh, no, it wasn't Mahavira, it was somebody else, huh? One of the Muslim master. You remember who? Muslim master? No? Never mind. He suggests that we should not pluck fruits from the trees because it hurt the trees. Yeah? It's true like that too. But there are some fruits we can eat. If you want to be real, peace eater, I will bring you the list next time. Okay? For example, like some fruit we can eat, some fruit we should not. But the list is short, I'm warning you. Yes. If you want to truly live by it, I can also give it to you. If you want. Do you want? Yes. Wow. Okay. I don't have it here, but maybe I can bring it tomorrow if I can find it, okay? I can ask the assistant to send it, but they're sleeping now. Only I work, but they normally sleep. At night, I cannot find anybody. Yeah, mostly. Of course, I can wake them up, but it's not necessary. Tomorrow I bring, okay? For example, there are many fruits that when they pluck it, the way they pluck it, it hurts the tree. Feel like you're nipping them. Or sometimes even like chop their fingers stuff, it's painful. And the thing is more painful because they cannot scream. Imagine if you are mute, you cannot scream, or you are paralyzed and somebody keep nipping you, or you know what I mean? Yeah, it's terrible. My list is not like 100% complete, but you can live by it, okay? And for example, even rice are less favorable than wheat. Wheat's grain, they make bread, yes. Because when they cut the rice, most of the rice, the plant is still green. If they're yellow and wither already, then it's okay. But mostly the wheat, they harvest it when it's already dry and brown, right? Do you know that or not know that? Yes? Yes. You know it for sure, right? Yeah. I just know it by inside, but I don't actually see it. So can you please confirm it to me? Yes, it's like that. Okay, then it's good. Then I'm right. Yeah, something I have to physically be confirmed just to make sure, to feel more peaceful. Now, for example, like that. So mostly if you eat wheat, yeah? Or there are things like couscous, okay. Well, I don't know how they harvest couscous. I just know by the information inside. When I do the research, I have to go inside. You see, I don't actually know physically very well. You understand me? Like I don't ever see people harvest wheat, but I imagine, I see the picture like it's all brown already. Like the plant already dead when they cut it. So the plant doesn't feel pain. Yeah, but the rice plant do feel pain. It's something funny also, very strange, amazing things. Like bamboo, the bamboo tree, when you cut it, then it feel pain. But the bamboo shoot, the young one, little one, doesn't. Hey. And for example, like the Chinese cabbage, they call it bok choy. When they harvest to it, don't feel pain. But the Western cabbage does. Cauliflower does. Broccoli does, for example, like that. And like the lectures feel conscious, but the other lectures, the Roman lectures doesn't. Yeah, so it is not like generalized, you should not eat all the plants because they feel hurt. It's not like that. Yeah, I was amazed too. And the chicory, okay, yes. But like for example, like asparagus, no. Cassava, it does feel hurt. Even it's a root, you don't eat that. Yes, but the turnip, okay. The turnip have only a few leaves on top. There's such a green turnip. Turnip is round like this and green, and on top just a few leaves, very cute. It's okay to eat, for example. And carrot is okay. Because some plant probably doesn't have consciousness yet. Like the grass, yeah? You cut the leaves. Or, for example, spinach, if you just take the leaves, it's okay. Don't just cut the stem. Or like, for example, peppermint or other kind of leaves. You take the leaves, it's okay. Don't take the whole stem, for example, like that. And cucumber is okay, but zucchini not. Take forever, If I'm not too busy with saving the planet, for example, I would have finished the list, but I cannot, with dogs and assistant bugging me. I'm just forever busy. So I cannot do always my job so nicely. And if I'm lucky, sometimes I can escape into some, mountainous area. Be alone, then I'm happy and can do my job. That is where your list come from. And you're 20 years from, for example. And why you say you're lonely? You stupid. You feel only lonely within humans group. You never feel lonely if you're alone. Then go to be alone. It's a privilege. It's a nice to be alone. How can you be alone and feel lonely? I'm only lonely when I'm with people. With my assistant, for example. When I'm alone in the mountain, I feel, oh, God, like heaven. I wish I could stay there forever. And sometimes I have to go and say, oh, please, do I really have to go now? Can I just stay a few more months? Oh, really, it's so difficult to live. So difficult to live that loneliness. Yeah, it's so beautiful, peaceful. Even the birds, they don't make noise. You hear nothing. The birds, they move around, but they don't make noise. When I first came, I thought, there's no birds around here? How can it be possible? So many trees and forests and mountains. How can there's no birds, no animals, nothing? But it's not true. Next morning, they chip, let me know. We are here, man, we are here. And then it cost me some bread, of course. And the rabbits also come out and say hello. And the rat also come out wagging tail like dogs. Oh, and then of course cost me more bread. It's so cute, they don't make noise. And after that, they don't make any more noise. The same. I never been in a place where has no noise like that. I mean, absolutely no noise. Just like you're in a coffin or in a insulated room, a bunker or something. Shut. Wow, beautiful. I just never wanted to leave. I never wanted to feel alone. I was absolutely alone then. I mean, before I was with one or two people, but I was alone, when the last, it's so beautiful. Yeah, you thought you would feel scared, live alone in the mountain with no neighbors around. I mean, neighbors very far away. And neighbors, they just come and go. They don't even live there, They come weekend or holiday sometimes, or once a year, twice a year. Nobody. And birds don't even make noise. Oh, that's a beautiful place. Never mind. So it's not lonely to be alone. It's lonely to be with people. It's true like that. I tell you honestly. You don't believe me. You do it. Go find a lonely place. And then you never feel lonely anymore. Yes, if you can afford it. Oh, I don't also eat apple anymore. Because it hurts the apple tree. But it's not like that. It's not like all the apples will hurt the apple tree. Like the one that fell. Or mostly when the fruit are ripe and fell on the ground, then you can always eat them. Yes. Or the fruit that they take, but without taking the stem. You see? Like the apple has a stem. And because it's very hard. So it's very connected with the tree. So if they cut it or pluck it, they feel hurt. The tree feels hurt. But if, for example, this apple, it take somehow that without the stem, or it fell without the stem, then it doesn't hurt the tree. Or you just cut 2/3 of it. Cut and leave the stem alone. See what I mean? Like, for example, this is the apple, the stem here. And then you cut it right here. So you eat only 2/3 of the fruit. So the fruit is not connected with the tree, then it doesn't hurt the tree. Same with the banana, mango, or any this kind of hard to harvest fruit. You have to take the whole thing, you see? But some soft fruit like plums or tomatoes, you could even take it out without the stem or the head of the fruit. Then it doesn't hurt. So if I go shopping, I look for these things. And if it don't have, then I don't buy. You understand? And of course, it's not like you have to eat according to the book. I mean, you maybe want to try this and have less of those other things. That's all, okay? Less, yeah. Or complete, whatever you like. In my household right now, it's almost complete. We just eat what left over from the other, like some rice still there, You know how the Chinese, they buy a big rice and can last forever. So we just mostly try to finish that only, and the rest we just buy according to the book. I mean, the list, yes? But I don't want to impose this on everybody and on you, of course, yes? Just by the way, I'm just telling you, I don't know why I'm telling you this. I normally didn't want to tell you, because I'm afraid after I tell you, then I go back to eat all the things that you don't want to eat anymore. It's always happened. And if I do, please rescue me, huh? Yeah, all the karma you throw back on me. But I cannot say no to myself. I told you already, yeah? I told me, no, but I always do yes. I tell you everything. It doesn't matter the consequence. Okay, now this is a very amazing, the things that I discover when I'm alone and when I have more peace. Because with dogs also no peace either. They are loving. They're very loving, but they also want attention, you see, and distracting me. So if I'm lucky, sometimes I can escape to be alone. That's the best. Yes, the best time for me, yes. But I love to see you also, eh? Don't mean I don't. It's just that I never feel lonely if I'm alone. I feel absolutely beautiful and blissful, I don't even smell. I don't even need to wash myself for weeks. Yeah. You understand? I just feel always clean. And my purity percentage grow up when I'm alone, more than normal. When we're born into this world, we were, before we were born, we are pure, yeah? Or if we are pure, we were pure. But most people in this world, the purity, the max is about 90%, more or less. That's it. You understand? And then the more you meditate or the more you purify yourself by different means, then your percentage grow up. Even I had to work it out. When I was running around and doing things for the world, in the world, my purity was very less. And now it grow up because I meditate more and fast and often more intense. The original is not to clean myself, but it's just the side effect of it, a good side effect. More than 1,000 is very beautiful feeling, I think even if you're more than 100, you feel good already. But when you are 1,000, wow, I feel very, very good. Excellent. And it will not go down again. You see? Once you pass certain...
threshold.
Yeah, the threshold, it doesn't go down. But I had to work it up, you see, because I was born, you see? And when you're born, you forget many things. And you are contaminated, even by your parents and by the background. Your parents, they make you eat meat and all kind of thing, and then you lost. You lost many things. You lost a lot of things. And you suffer also, yeah? Suffer because of the karma, yes. And then if you keep purifying yourself, then you get up again. You go up again. But... well, I'm amazed at all the things I know. I cannot tell you. Many things. Huh?
Please tell us.
No, I can maybe tell.